I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. This was a horrible game today, you guys. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is getting crazy. Do you guys understand that teams are using us as a rest game? Anthony Edwards didn't play. Gobert suspended. It didn't matter, and we still got blown out. We're not a good team. We can't play defense. They were shooting like damn near 70% for most of this game. Like, what are we doing? This is crazy. They were shooting better from three than we were from the field. If this loss doesn't get Doc fired, then I know that this organization is not serious about winning. We just got our heads beat in at home. How, friends and family? How? You know what's so crazy right now is, even with Giannis, we're a mediocre team. We have a top 75 player, and we can barely tread water. We're atrocious right now. I wanted to yell and scream, but I'm just done yelling and screaming. We know what we see in front of us, friends and family, and it's a terrible team. We can't play defense. We don't know when to switch. We don't know when we're playing zone. People, if you swing the ball twice, you automatically get a 3. Where do we start, Bucks? Where do we start? Kuzma didn't do anything today. Like, this was insane. This was insane. Let's get into these stats. I just don't even know where to go. I just don't know where to go, friends and family. Like, this is insane. Alexa, stop. I'm so frustrated, friends and family. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, as the old folks would say. We're not good at doing anything. we're not good at doing anything. And do you guys realize teams are resting their star players against us? That's how bad we are. That is the state of Milwaukee Bucks basketball. They are resting players against us. We are not even a threat. We have to begin the healing process with this team. We have to dismiss Doc Rivers. We have to, in order for an infection to heal, you have to get rid of the infection. And the infection on this team is Doc Rivers. He brings no value. I can't believe we were that bad. Like, that was insane. Salute to you, Spanish Gatsby. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Give me a second, bro. I just don't even know what to say, friends and family. Like, this is so disheartening as a fan to see your team squander a generational talent like Giannis Antetokounmpo. It feels very similar to how the Packers were squandering Aaron Rodgers' prime years. We're really bad. Gary Trent Jr. is really bad. Bobby Portis' defense is really bad. We have no discipline on either end of the court. Everything is freelance. All they do is freestyle. Minnesota came in here with a plan, an agenda, and they executed. Let me repeat. They came on here to Fiserv Forum, kicked our head in with an agenda, and they executed. They understood the ball movement. They had a plan to get up all these threes. And did you see the defense they were playing? Suffocating defense. Suffocating defense. I don't know, friends and fans. Where do we go? How do we get? I see y'all talking about trades and all that. I'm getting the tweets. I'm getting the Instagrams. I appreciate it. It's cool. But how can you trade for people and they're coming into an environment with no system? What does it matter if we trade and get any of the people you want? Trey Murphy the third, right? He come here, then what? John Morant come here, then what? What do they do? What's their roles? How do they help us? What's the structure? We don't have a culture here. That's the problem. Damn, man. That's the problem. We don't have culture here. I just don't know what to say, friends and fam. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe we let a team just beat on us and they were just having fun on the sideline, shucking and jiving. I'm really disappointed. I'm so angry right now. This is a lot to handle as a Wisconsin sports fan. This is a lot. You got the Packers losing a 21-point lead. You got the Bucks getting blown out by 30, 40 points. How much are we supposed to take in 2026 already as Wisconsin sports fans? Damn, man. Let's get into these numbers. I'm so disappointed, friends and family. You guys don't even know. This is a lot. I mean, are y'all not angry? Are y'all not angry? Look at this score. We had our full assortment of characters for the most part outside of Miles Turner. And what is Miles Turner going to do? What impact has Miles Turner had all season? What Nas Reed does is what we wish Miles Turner would do. And we had Julius Randle out there looking like a bona fide all-star. We got our heads beat in at home 139-106. To a Minnesota team without Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year, without Anthony Edwards, MVP candidate, and look at the score. What other reason do you need to fire your coach? Julius Randle, 29. Jaden McDaniels, 17. Nas Reed, 19. Mike Conley, who was definitely washed, he had 9 points. Dante DiVincenzo had double figures. I don't even know who this Behringer character was. 13 points. Bones Highland is absolutely a journeyman, and he came up with 23 points. Is insane. Bones Highland. Look at this, y'all. This is how I know we not good. I'm going to just let that sit there. .4. That's what he averages. Against the Bucks, he drops 23. Make it make sense. Giannis Antetokounmpo did what Giannis does. He had 25 points. He did struggle from the free throw line and 7 turnovers. I mean, what else? Bobby Portis, 14 points. Probably gave up 44 points. His defense is atrocious. I don't care about his offense. We got to move on to get some type of person that can play both ways at least adequately. Kevin Porter Jr. struggled today. Only had 13 points, 8 assists, 4 turnovers. AJ Green, 9 points in 27 minutes. Ryan Rollins struggled again. 5 of 14, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyle Kuzma, 21 minutes, 2 points, trash. Gary Harris tried. Gary Trent Jr., 14 minutes, 6 points, just trash. We shot 48%, 36% from 3, right? They shot 60% from the field and 50% from the 3. We can't blame free throws this game. They didn't need them. They only shot 12. They kicked our butts. And they had 15 turnovers and blew us out. Hey, y'all listening? 15 turnovers and blew us out. We had 19. We're just not good, y'all. We just going to have to take it game by game and hope for the best. We're just not good. It is what it is. We're not good. I don't know what else to say. I'm at a loss for words. It's the same thing every game with this team. Damn, man. When can we get some growth? It's 3 years with this moron. Damn, man. Man, what don't you see to get this man fired? What else does he have to do? Come piss on your leg? Like, what does he need to do? Jesus, we can't get better, friends and family, with this man at the helm. Impossible. We might not even make the playoffs if he stays all year. He's an infection. We gotta get him out of here. Tired of this. How you let a team shoot 60%? 60? Come on, man. Bones Highland, 23 points. Bones Highland? Who is that? Sounds like a Marvel comic villain. Bones Highland. Get him out of here. Ridiculous. 60%. 50% from 3. We're a bad team, friends and family. Giannis just makes it look good occasionally. We're a bad team. We're doing a disservice to a top 75 player that has stood the test of time and stayed here when a lot of people thought he was going to leave. He was still here. And we have supplied him with one of the worst coaches of all time with the most wins of all time, which is crazy. I see nothing in this team that's different than when he first arrived. Zero. We're not any better. We don't utilize players well. The assortment of talent is hodgepodge. There's nothing here. We have nothing. We just have Giannis. That's it. KPJ and Ryan Rollins are solid. They're complementary players, not stars, as of yet. They're complementary players, not stars. Stars will produce 4 out of 5 nights, not 2 out of 5. Let me repeat myself. Star players are going to be consistent. If they playing 5 games in a week, they're going to do their thing 4. And maybe the 5 is a little suspect. Complementary players are doing what Ryan Rollins and KPJ do. They'll have like 2, maybe 3 good games, but then 2 or 3 very subpar games. We have to find another complementary piece once we get rid of Doc that can really shore up the scoring, because we're missing another guaranteed scorer. Yes, KPJ has his moments and he's solid, but we need somebody else that can really give us close to 20 points a game to really compete. We don't have enough ammunition. And then the bullets we have are damn near blanks. I really don't know, friends and family. This loss has really put this whole season into perspective. We're a laughing stock. We're a joke, y'all. Anthony Edwards ain't that hurt. He could have played today, but he knew he was playing us and it wasn't that serious. Jokic, Jamal Murray not playing. They still win. What is the floor for this team and this organization before changes need to be made, friends and family? What is the floor? What else needs to happen before Doc is fired? Like, what needs to happen? This is crazy. I'm so... Y'all don't even understand how tight I am. This is just a lot in consecutive days with L's in sports is insane. It's just insane. Put the link in the chat. Like, this is... I'm asking y'all in the chat, where do we go from here? Seriously, where do we go from here? Where do we go? Like, this has to be rock bottom. This has to be rock bottom. Insane. Let me see you in the chat. If I miss anybody, my bad. What up, Trina? What up, Eli? What up, ALOL? What up, Jonathan? What up, Simeon? What up, Moose? Appreciate you tapping in. Robert Brooks. What's good? Mia Kim, I see you. Greg Delaney, I see you. Dre West, what's good? Emma, what's good? Salute to the queens of the chat. Seeing Mia Kim in the chat, what's good? Bibby, I see you. Nico Sana, what's good? Daddy Commander. I see everybody in the building. Yeah, this was a lot. This was definitely a lot. Derek Stevenson, what's good? B-Shack, what's good? Sadowski, I see you. Childish One, appreciate you. Let me see what's up. What up, Jeff? No strays, ENT. This you should get off all the jokes you want. We terrible. Patricia P. What up? Janet MOC, Queens of the chat up here. Oh, Chitty in the building. What up, Chitty? Salute. My man Chitty in the building. Highest human act to inspire is in the building. What's good? Get to some of these comments. Let me put the link in the chat. Y'all tap in as y'all see fit. We can talk about this atrocity that is the Milwaukee Bucks. Absolutely ridiculous. Link in the chat. I mean, look at this, y'all. Just really look at this. They shot 60% in an NBA game. 51% from three. Almost half of their shots were threes. Teams love shooting threes on us, don't they? Oh. Ridiculous, y'all. So what's next, friends and family? I'm looking in the chat. What's next? What are we doing? What up, Quick Draw McGraw? Like, can we really move forward with this team? If Doc Rivers is going to remain the coach, I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be negative, and I'm not trying to be emotional after a loss, but, like, I don't know if we can even be a play-in team the way we're playing right now and with Doc remaining as the coach. Do you guys think we can make the play-in in the East? I mean, we look bad to me. We look bad. This is crazy. We're just doing such a disservice to Giannis, y'all. Such a disservice, man. Damn. He's playing hard as he can. Falling all over the floor, going for loose balls, all the stuff. I'm at a loss for words, y'all. I'm really at a loss for words. What up, BKC? I'm at a loss for words, y'all. But we did. I know that we still need to like get a coach and all that. It's just certain people we just need to pack up and get off of this team just by kind of like addition by subtraction. I really think that Gary Trent Jr. is really done. I don't know what happened or what his deal is, but I'm like really done with the homie. Like, I'm really done. Like, I just don't see it. And AJ Green, for the minutes that he's playing, I need more production. I need more production. It's just we're not doing anything well. We don't do anything well. Nothing. Nothing. We're not in the top in anything besides foolishness. We're a top 5 team of foolishness. That's about it. Where do we... It's so hard watching Bucks basketball right now, y'all. It's so hard. So hard when you can't do anything right. When we try to defend, people always collapse. They always overhelp. We've been overhelping on defense for 2 to 3 years now, and nothing has changed. Why haven't they been smarter about that? Why don't we have any real sets? Did y'all see how quick Minnesota was getting into them sets and running plays, stagger screens, and all? They was a well-oiled machine. What we watched today was a professional basketball team versus a basketball team. The Minnesota Timberwolves, that's a professional basketball team. We're just a team of guys that lack culture, focus, and direction. So sick of this, man, with this team, man. I just don't even know what to say anymore with this squad. Like, it's crazy. Get into some of these comments. This is crazy. What up, Manolando? I just don't know what's next for this team, y'all. Oh, let me get to the super chat. My bad. Shout out to Spanish Gatsby. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Bucks fans need to chant Fire Doc and make uncomfortable John Horst ownership like the Mavs did Nico. Facts. 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 I completely agree. Completely agree. Dante, appreciate the $5 super chat. This is legit the worst tenure in Giannis's career in 10 years. That's a great point. I agree with that. This is the worst tenure. 100%. 100%. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Hey, that's a great comment. That's a great comment. I completely agree. I completely agree. What up, Rigo? Years ago, all the buzz when Giannis learned to shoot, it was over for the league. Well, he never developed and reached his ceiling as far as basketball skill IQ. Wow. Wow. That was heavy. Dude, Manolando, we on the same page, fam. We on the same page, 100%. It's just getting insane. Let's see what Mia talking about. What up, Mia Kim? Let me get to Mia comment. What up, Mia? To what extent must happen for Doc to get fired? Do we have to protest and sacrifice someone for something to change? If so, let's start by sacrificing AJ. Damn it. Yo! If this is your first time to the live, the queens of the chat are ruthless. They don't have any tolerance for foolishness. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Damn, Mia with it. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Patricia P. Nico Sana, what's good? The last 2 seasons have been a dumpster. Correct. We've just wasted 2 years of Giannis. We've wasted 2 years. Period. I think I saw the homie. What up, Chris B? I seen Chris B in the chat earlier. What up, bro? Doc should just step down. If he had pride, he would. If he had pride, he would. Yeah, it is. It is. It definitely is. Very difficult for Wisconsin sports right now. Very difficult. I just don't know how we go. I don't know how we go up without change. I just don't see it. Oh, Mia be getting it in. Y'all don't know. Mia be getting it in. Mia soldier out here. Her, Patricia P, Cynthia, Trina, Eliza, Emma. Queens of the chat be here deep. You better, get focused. They be here getting it in. With stats and receipts. What up? What up, D'Angelo? Done being nice. All these guys can get smoked. Oh. So, like, friends and family for real. Like, what do we do? What is the first thing? So after we fire Doc, what's next? What's next? So we fired Doc. Y'all would want Gary Trent packed up, Bobby packed up. Are y'all saying y'all want AJ Green packed up too? Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah. Hold on. Jeff Riley coming in. He don't come in all the time, so I know it's smoke. I know it's smoke. Jeff in here is smoke. Go ahead, Jeff. Get it in, Jeff. Okay. I already know you got some information, so go ahead, Jeff.
I can tell you this. The way they played tonight, being down 31 at half, I believe this team quit on Doc. Especially KPJ and Ryan Rollins, the way they've been playing the past couple weeks. They quit on Doc.
Jeff, don't
you can
say
see
that.
It by you can see by the way they're playing. Losing to a depleted Nuggets team. Now losing to the Timberwolves without their star player and their defensive player of the year. They quit. They don't want to play for Doc anymore.
Come on, Jeff. Is it? Are we there?
Look at it, the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall.
So does that mean he's gone?
He better be, especially after the night.
Okay, so what news do you got, Jeff? Any trade news? Any news as far as Doc? Because I know you were saying we're getting close around them days, and I think Chitty put it in the chat too, that around the 22nd when we fire Griffin. Is that what you said before too? January 22nd?
The 22nd is they fired Jason Kidd. So 23rd is they fired Griffin.
Okay. Wow. I just don't know. I mean, we looked really bad. Like, what are your thoughts about today's game? I mean, from the beginning, we had no energy. We played zero defense. Our offense was abysmal. We're bottom. We're at the bottom.
At halftime, I turned the game cast off.
We're up in here. Yeah. My man. My man, Kale, see what's good, bro. Hold on, let me let Jeff get off his bars and we go get to you. Shout out to Kale, bro. Been a minute. Go ahead, Jeff. So what are your feelings, Jeff? Do you think this is the floor? Are we at the floor?
We're not there yet. It's the writing's on the wall. You can see it. They don't want to play for Doc anymore. That's why look at how they're playing. They're just going through the motions.
Damn, Jeff.
And the only reason that we could need to just stop talking about trades.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Get rid of Doc first and then start talking about trades.
Yeah.
Because as long as Doc's still a coach, it's not going to be worth anything.
I agree with you. I think he's the biggest part of the issue that we have on this team, honestly.
And with winning 2 games in a row last week and now losing 2 in a row, make that 3 in a row come when they play the Spurs.
Yeah, true. Spurs is not playing with nobody this year. They put belt to bottom on everybody.
Even though my Spurs just lost tonight to the Thunder finally.
What was the score?
I don't know. I just saw that the notification that the Thunder finally won.
I mean, you know, a clock is right twice. A broken clock is right twice a day. That don't mean they would beat them in a series, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah,
The Spurs are a good team. And if Wemby is playing, we're definitely in trouble. That is an athletic team, well coached, disciplined, and got some dogs out there to play defense and offense. We don't have no dogs on our team besides Giannis, in my
even if
opinion.
Wemby, even if Wemby don't play, we'll still lose.
Yo, that's yo.
We lost to the Nuggets without Jokic, without Murray, and
Mm-hmm.
two other stars, their players. Then we lost to the Timberwolves without Ed, Anthony Edwards and without Gobert. Who can we
Right.
beat? We might as well just turn around and start
Facts,
playing
Janet.
G League teams.
I just don't know. Doc, I think this should be it today, though. For real, this should be it.
It
That's
better
a
be.
great point, Patricia. I want to know how these players feel about Doc. Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. They feel they quit because there's
Crazy.
no structure. And you were there. We do have a culture on this team. It's a losing culture.
Yo.
A losing culture brought on by Doc.
Hold on one
He's
second.
doing his
Hold
job.
on one
He's
second,
doing his
Jeff. The
job
homie Nick
correctly.
Swin is in the super chat. We ain't seen our homie in a minute. What up, Scales? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat, Nick Swin. Nick Swin is the only female to ever get on the live. Salute. Salute. Question. So if we was a fire, does that mean more debt to Doc? Yes, that would mean more debt. Yes. That's the problem why I think he hasn't been fired. We owe him $10 million this year and $10 million next year, technically, Nick Swin. And I believe that's what's saving his job. I really do think that's what's saving his job. But go ahead, Jeff, then we'll
They
go to
should
Kale. Go ahead, Jeff.
they should just eat that money and just get rid of him. What's worse, having him here and constantly lose and lose and lose, or get rid of him and get the winning culture back?
Mm-hmm.
Forget the money. Just let him go.
Yeah, but it's hard to say forget million, you know, the 10 near 20 million, 15 million. We kind of halfway through the season right now. And you know what's so
They got to
crazy?
do.
We might, yeah, does Giannis even qualify to be an all-star?
Yeah,
Okay, he does. Okay.
he still
Okay.
have a few. If he missed about maybe 4 more games, he's not. He's no longer qualified for anything.
Damn. Okay. All right. Hold on one second, Jess. Let's get to Kale. It's been a minute. What up, Kale? How you feeling about
So,
everything right now, bro? We look crazy in the streets.
man, I it basically for me, like I'm up here reading the chat. I've been listening to y'all
Right.
go back and forth about what to do, whether to fire Doc,
Right.
trade for this person, that person, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it comes back to like when we was having them conversations when Adrian Griffin, like the same conversation about should he be fired or whatever, whatever. If you fire Doc, who's gonna take over?
Jaeger
As of right, it's Darvin Ham.
or
Like if
Darvin Ham. We just need him to finish out the year. We just got to get him out of here so the team can heal. We need another voice.
okay, so
He
who?
probably sound like a nagging wife in the locker room. Now they ain't trying to hear none of that. Look how they played today at home. What they got booed today. They got booed. When is the
Yeah,
last time you heard the Bucks get booed at home? When?
hey,
In
I don't
Giannis'
think those
tenure.
boos were for the team. I think those boos were for Doc.
They didn't
hey,
have those boos that have no signs on them, so I'm directing it at the whole team because they all play like boo boo, Jeff. So it should be directed at the whole team. What up, Mr.
bro.
Cool, the living legend? 1 second, sir. Go ahead, Kill.
But yeah, nah, it was pretty much like I told you a few lives back
Mm-hmm.
when I had made that comment. The only thing that I can see for the Bucks to do that's gonna like be a step in the right direction, even though a lot of people don't want to do it, is trading Giannis. Like, fired the whole staff, top to bottom. And when I say the whole staff, I'm talking about Horst, the rest of the front office staff, on down to the coaching staff. Start completely anew. And then trade Giannis for whatever you can get, like whatever draft picks you can get. I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, don't agree with it, but just to like start over completely, because who's to say that if you get another, like you got to be real. That's how Doc got here in the first place, because you got to get a real specific kind of coach for Giannis to respect. Because they tried to
Get a younger
fresh
coach.
new head coach that's never been a head coach before with Adrian Griffin, and Giannis and the vets didn't respect him. Like, that's one of the reasons why AG is out of here. So
Yep, no,
they
it
probably,
was Brooke Lopez and Bobby Porter that got Griffin fired.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
vets
still what
didn't.
that's still his point.
It was not Giannis.
Yeah, but
It
that's still
wasn't
his
Giannis,
point. We're
it was
not
Brooke.
just still, but the vets still got him out of there because the vets didn't
Yeah.
respect him. That's his point.
So, like, if you sit up, if they go with that same line of thinking, and with whoever the next head coach would be, who is another head coach or another coach that's out there that's been a head coach before, that's won a championship, that they could get? There's only two coaches off the top of my mind that I can come with, and that's Vogel, wherever he's at. I think he's in Dallas with Jason Kidd. I'm not for sure though. And
That's an interesting name.
and Mike Malone. Those are the only two off the top of my head that I could think of that are championship winning coaches with head coaching experience. Is either one of them going to be any better than Doc with this current roster? Like, if you don't make any like big trades, would either one of them do much better?
You asking for me to answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a Mr. Cool.
I could find a high school coach better than Doc Rivers.
I knew that was coming.
So don't even try that. This guy is an absolute train wreck on all levels. The social media sphere has always, all over this country, people talk bad about Doc. And I used to think he can't be this bad. And I used to see this stuff and think people are just following the leader and just following what other people say. No. This guy is incompetent. And the people have said it throughout social media all over this country. They still do it. They've always said it. I keep seeing where people say you're never going to win as long as Doc is your coach. It don't matter what players we have. He's demonstrated he is totally inept to today's basketball.
That's what it is, to today's basketball. I think that's the real problem.
Doc think he's still coaching back in 2006. And his year 2026.
This is my thing about it right here. Like, and I said this when the rumors was first spreading that Doc was going to get the job. Doc was done coaching. Like, after Philly, he was done. Like, I think Doc was cool with being on ESPN over there with Doris Burke calling games. I think he was cool. But the Bucks came and threw him that bag, and he's like, well, hey, y'all gonna give me that money, I'm gonna take it. But I don't think Doc's heart has been in it ever since he's been in Milwaukee. I don't think he's very much scared.
I can believe that. I agree with that.
Yeah, like, I feel like he's just like, hey, they threw me the bag. Hey, I'm gonna take it.
You know, the Detroit Pistons.
If they fire me, I still get it. It's guaranteed.
The Detroit Pistons are eating $63 million in coach's salary from one coach. They gave him the biggest contract in the history of the NBA. They saw after 1 year he could not get the job done. You're out of here. They had the worst record in history, maybe almost, in the NBA with the Detroit Pistons. They hired Bickerstaff. They made a playoffs that next year, and now they got the best record in the Eastern Conference in 2 seasons. Coaching matters.
Yep.
This bum needs to get the hell up out of Milwaukee. I am tired of Doc. Tired of him.
Officially, Mr. Cool has reached his boiling point.
Yes. I can't even watch our team play anymore.
After the
That's why I'm
first quarter,
saying
the
Bucks
first
need to
the
just
first
eat
5
that
minutes of
money
watching a
and let
Bucks
them
game, you
go.
already know how they're gonna play. The first 5 minutes, I saw lack of intensity. I saw no ball movement. I saw no paying attention on defense. They hit like 2 or 3 threes out the gate. I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
How can you have the guy that leads the league in scoring inside the paint and the number 1 or number 2 3-point shooting team, and you can't even get an open look to start the game? At least your first drawn up play to come out of the locker room should be a play to get an open look for one of your shooters. We couldn't even do that. They came down the floor and they got an open three. The game was over in my mind after the first 2 plays. I said, here we go.
Bucks have never, and this is going back to the Bud years. The Bucks have never guarded the 3-point line well. That's through Bud, through AG, and through Doc. To be fair with that, but
And
I
through
agree
Jason
with you though
Kidd.
completely.
And through Jason Kidd.
I don't even care about that. I just care about the disorganization. I care about the structure. Everybody gives up threes, man. So
Right.
that's just a part of it. That's gonna happen. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is we have no structure. We have no
Correct.
sets. We have no plays. We have no identity, as you were saying, Amber. None whatsoever on defense, none on offense. We work so hard to even get off a shot. Half the time we're fighting just to get off a shot. We can't get nobody open.
Fighting
Never.
to get off a shot. Go ahead, Mr. Cool in his bag. Go ahead.
I'm watching this. I'm thinking we can't even get ever a clean. Now look, Minnesota has the best record in the NBA since Thanksgiving. They have been hooping, so I will say that. Not like we lost this, like we losing to Washington Wizards, which we did lose to twice, which again speaks to how incompetent this man is as a coach. He has no pride, and the players are feeding off of that because he should stop. Look, in 2 minutes, stop the game, and you get somebody's face. Then I know you care, Doc. Then I know you care.
Right. I haven't seen any passion. I don't see any passion for Doc. 1 second, Miss. Let me get the super chats real quick. 1 second. Nah, new. Appreciate the $5 super chat. A tiny pitch in for keeping this thing going through these tough times. Appreciate you, nah, new. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. Nick Swin back at the super chat for the $1.99. Do you guys believe Giannis is hard to play with? She's asking the right questions. She's asking her some interesting questions. Shout out to Nick Swin.
I don't think that he's hard to play with. I think that you have to have certain players to fit around him. So like if you go get another ball dominant player, I don't think Giannis would work with another ball dominant player with the way that he plays the game.
Okay.
Like you gotta I look at Giannis, like building a team around Giannis, I look at it the same way as like building a team around Luka or LeBron in a way. Like you gotta have a lot of guys that can shoot. He basically got to be on the floor with 4 shooters at all times to be ready for his kickouts. And you also need to have a center that can also rebound or at least box out like Brook did and make way for Giannis to rebound the ball so they can get out in transition. So like you got to be. It's very.
Yeah, Miles Turner don't do none of that.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, true that.
True.
But yeah, I don't think that he's hard to play with. I think it's just you got to have certain people. But Miss School, go ahead with your point, man. I ain't even set off your steam.
Look, no, you guys are good. I'm just so upset right now. I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth right now. I'm trying not to lose my religion here because the Doc don't get me to that point.
Right.
He really is.
He has no emotion, and he picks up that. You know what made me so mad when he picked up that clipboard and no pen, no pencil. Like he did. What are you doing with that? What's on that clipboard? Is that the threats? Like, hey, if y'all go against me, he got it on the clipboard already pre-written. I know this, I know this, I know that. Shut up. It ain't no way. I've never seen someone so incompetent at their job and not be fired. I don't care if you flipping French fries. You can't burn every third bucket of French fries and keep your job at McDonald's or Burger King. They're like, oh, get him out of here.
That's a fact. That's an absolute fact.
How is he still? I was like, you know what, too? Even a horse hasn't come out and said anything. Like, even if he lied and said, hey, we have a vote of confidence, Doc River, just so we know you, at least you listening. It's like they're deaf to everything that's being said. Like somebody said in the chat, I can't remember who it was. They're like, are fans gonna need to do what the Mavs fans did to get Nico out of there? Is that what it's gonna take? I mean, like it looks like that's the next level. That really does. What up, Dante? Appreciate you spinning the block with the $2 super chat. I'm pretty sure Doc is 0-23 in coach's chat. Y'all are in y'all bag today. Yeah, get him. You know what? Let the Draco loose on Doc. He deserve it.
So how if anybody knows, how many more years does he have on his contract?
One more year next year, which is $10 million.
And the Pistons are eating $63 million and they're in first place. Sometimes you just have to just eat it and get the right coach. If you hire somebody right now, you do it on a temporary basis. If you don't work out by the end of the season, then you have all summer to find the right person who you take the time to interview them. But this guy has got to go now.
Right.
Now, I can't watch any more games, man. I just can't.
Yeah.
This is
like a bad breakup. And you can't this is crazy. This is like a bad breakup. You trying not to leave because you done spent money on the furniture. So you trying not to leave because you done spent that. And then you feel like, hey, I just got to start over and cut all of this fresh and start over fresh. Get my own place, new furniture. That's what we need. Doc is like a bad relationship.
He's bad for my heart condition.
After they lost by 45, that he is on the hot seat.
Is that verified? Hey, Kale Senior, if you could tap back in, feel free to tap back in, bro. Put the link for you. Go ahead, Jeff.
I've read it. I heard it that he is on the hot seat after they lost to Brooklyn by 45, and that's when they said that most likely he could be fired between the 20th and the 25th, because that's when Jason Kidd got fired and Griffin got fired.
I don't know why we got to wait.
Go, yeah. What exactly? What else? How many more? Like,
I don't want to wait.
These last two.
I don't want to wait anymore. I want them gone now.
Do you guys understand the gravity of these last two losses and how embarrassing that is? To have your full assortment of characters and for it to kick off like that. Oh, shout out to Ms. Robert Walker Murphy. Appreciate the $30 super chat, ma'am. Salute. Get the likes up for Robert Walker Murphy with the $30. Appreciate it. I feel like if Giannis wanted Doc gone, he'd be gone, which is super frustrating to me. Damn. Appreciate you, Rob. So do y'all think, that's a good question. Hey, friends and family, do y'all think that he's being saved by Giannis? Is Giannis saving him?
Well, I told Robin asked me that earlier in the chat, and I told her, and I'll say it again, I don't think that Giannis wants to be the bad guy because he took blame for all the other coaches being fired and hired. I think he wants to stay away from that now. I'm sure he can't possibly be happy with what's going on. So I just think he wants to stay low key about this and not be the fall guy of it happening. So that's just where I think he's at on that. I could be wrong. B-Shek, I don't know what you think on that, but I believe
that. Listen, I'm almost at a loss for words.
Really? Yeah. I feel you.
I can't believe what I saw. I can't believe the ineptitude. I left that game feeling like, because of the overall performance of the team, because of how bad the team looks, no one should be safe.
You on that type of time? Hold on, B-Shek, are you on that type of time now? Officially?
Yeah, because you can't say Rollins untouchable, KBJ's untouchable, AJ Green's untouchable, or you can't say anyone's untouchable when a team is playing this bad. You have to do whatever you need to do to improve the team. I'm sorry. And I saw all the first quarter, and I saw, even though they were down, KPJ was getting into passing lanes. He was working with Giannis. He was a little bright light. But a team this bad is going to affect everybody. No one's going to be at their best when it seems right now the culture is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think Doc is low. I don't think they're hearing Doc anymore. Why, after what happened to Griffin, getting fired with a winning record, how in the world is Doc still coaching? How does he
Right.
have a job? What is really going on? What connection is there that we're not seeing here? Because on all levels, they've come home, and the two top players on their team are out,
Mm-hmm.
and they got run out of their own building. They got run out of the building like the building was on fire.
Yep.
B Shack, they shot 60% from the field and 55% from three. Think about that.
I saw people go. You ever go into a big high rise building and they got the little the turnstile type glass
Mm-hmm.
doors? That's how it's going through Bobby. They were going in and out, in and out,
Oh,
in
he
and
done
out,
remixed the turnstile.
in and out. I mean, it was embarrassing. Not only were they just going past him like his feet were in cement blocks, they was jumping over him for rebounds. They were pushing him out the way for rebounds. I mean, Bobby played like, man, I need to check and see if you don't have pink drawers on tonight. Because that's how bad he was getting punked tonight. And then and Ajax, AJ Green,
Mm-hmm.
dudes were like, I saw one play, I can't remember the dude's name. He kept bumping him and bumping him and bumping him. He's like, I'm gonna get a shot off of this dude. I don't care what I got to do. And he he's not an NBA defensive player. He's just not. And he never hits timely shot, seemed like. Anytime you got high percentage, but every time you need a three-point shot to keep the rhythm going, he clangs it.
Mm-hmm.
So the look on Giannis's face on the bench, I don't think I've ever seen him look like that. He was shaking his head, and I just have a feeling in his mind he was saying, the other day, I should have never said never.
Right.
I should have never said never. Because this right here, it's a hot pile of garbage on fire.
Yeah.
And the fire truck ain't nowhere near in sight. This is bad, y'all. This every time we think we've reached a new bottom, it keeps going deeper.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
And this franchise looks nothing like the championship team or even close to it. They're not a playoff team. They're not a contender. Right now, we have, y'all, I'm sorry to say it, we literally have a lottery team
Yeah.
with a superstar on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way to fix this up. There's no way to dress it
Right.
up.
Right.
This is bad. This is really, really, really bad. And if John Horst doesn't know it, he has a crisis on his team right now.
Yeah.
And he better fix it, and they better fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with the coach.
Right.
You have got, I don't care if it's the middle of the season, on principle, you cannot let this man keep his job. What does a man, tell me something, what does a man have to do to lose his coaching job? What does he have
That's
to
what we
do?
trying to ask. We're trying
Right.
to find out. They're
Right.
saying in the chat the next level is the Nico Harris or whatever his last name was, is where the fans got to just start wilding out. That's the next level. Having
Yeah,
signs picketing.
but
That's what they did to
that's
get him up out of there.
But the fan base
that's
is
not
too
Bucks
nice.
fans.
Milwaukee
Yeah,
fan
they
base
are.
is too nice.
That's right. That's right. They're too nice. They just won't do that.
I have something to say to those in the chat who were saying trade Giannis for draft picks. What good is that going to do when
Thank you.
John Horst don't even know how to draft?
Thank you, Jeff. I've been saying that. Them picks don't mean nothing if you drafting trash. We need an overhaul, and I trust Horst on like in-season trades for the most part, or like off-season trades, but not drafting. We're awful.
We're the worst. Goody is horrible drafting for the Packers, and John Horst is horrible for drafting for the Bucks.
Well,
Go ahead. Hold on one second. Go ahead, B-Shaq.
And the scary thing about this is the problem right now is you have to deal with this now because this is getting worse.
right.
Every week is getting worse. The players are tuning out worse. The lack of hustle is worse. The concentration on the team is worse.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Giannis wanted to take over so bad tonight. He wanted so much to forget everybody and just say, "I'm gonna do it myself." He fought it. He fought it off all game, but you can see his wheels turning. He's just wanting just to, because this dude, what's this dude? I don't have the roster in front of me. Nazi.
Reed. Yeah, he's everything we want Miles Turner to do.
I said 3 years ago, and this chat jumped on me. 3 years ago, I said I would take him over Bobby. And
no, hold on. No. I was with you on that. I stand on Nas Reed. No, hold on now. I've been standing on Nas Reed. I even know Mr. Cool know that about me. Mr. Cool know that about me. Yeah, even Mr. Cool. I mess with Nas Reed. Yeah, I've been saying that for a minute. No, yeah. Nas Reed is solid.
Let me just say this. First of all, we have to brace ourselves for this. There are absolutely different levels in the NBA right now of teams. There are top tier teams. Minnesota is clearly one of them. Oklahoma, San Antonio, Detroit. Those teams are going to whack the hell out of us because they're just at a different level. They're almost like it's like a pro team playing a college team.
I agree.
A bad college team.
Right.
I mean, they're just at that level. They had guys coming in, and they never missed a beat. And they've been doing this to everybody. I looked at some of their scores recently. They have been really playing great. We're not nowhere close to the level of these top 5 teams in this league. Then we can only compete against the teams in between. And that's only sometimes, and we might upset the Lakers or somebody. But the fact is we are at such a low level as a team. And be honest with you, I don't know how Charlotte even lost to us. Because I think Charlotte's better than our team right now. I just do. I think they have a better team. When I watched them play the other night, they played somebody else. I was like, wow, we're lucky we got to beat those guys the last time we played them.
Facts.
You know, we're just at a really low level, and B-Shek, you're right, we're at the bottom. It can't. I don't know how it can keep getting worse, but it keeps getting worse. And that's why I'm at a point I can't watch this no more. I really can't. I turned off at halftime. I didn't watch the second half.
It was complete silence in the arena.
Yeah.
At home, complete silence the whole game. This is crazy. B-Shaq, what do you like? So where do the Bucks go? Can they even start moving on? We've come to the conclusion if Doc is still here, none of these moves make this team any better. We had two top 75 players and crashed out. What else can you do?
Well, first of all, I'm in South Florida, and I want to say to the fans, you have a responsibility right now.
Mm-hmm.
Your responsibility, while you're at that arena, your voice can be heard. Y'all need to open up your mouths and boo so loud. See, that's the type of thing that will push something over the edge.
Right.
Y'all, the fans now have to stand. You're not powerless.
Right.
Dallas is not known to be like Boston or New York or LA.
Right.
And Dallas, they opened up their mouths and
Yep.
they made sure ownership heard them. It's the fans have a responsibility right now.
Great point.
And all I'm saying is if you want to give Doc out sooner than later, there's some discontentment has to be shown. We got a yellow bellied press corps in
Yep.
Milwaukee.
That's fair. Yep, agreed.
They don't call anybody out. My
Right.
man what's Ozarski, whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm tired of his doggone long questions. He don't know how to
Annoying.
ask a question.
Right.
He be
Annoying.
making statements in the question. He be going
Annoying.
on and on and on. I'm glad Doc cuts him off when he asks questions.
He's
You know,
so
Doc will let
annoying.
Noah finish anyway. But he don't know how to ask a question. And he's the a writer for I think the Milwaukee
Journal
uh,
or some journal send them maybe.
Journal. He's like an employee. And
Right.
and and the press and the fans are like a mirror or a sounding box. They have to let the team know this is unacceptable.
Right.
Somebody in Milwaukee has to let the team know this is unacceptable. The podcasters are doing it, but the fans have to make their voices heard.
Hmm.
And the press has to do their job. One thing teams they don't like the press. Man, Jason Kidd got on some dude so bad last year in the press about you can't write anything positive. He just got up and walked out. The press got to start agitating.
Right.
And I
I
don't care
agree.
if Doc get upset in the press conference. Doc is bullying dudes now. Dudes need to bully him back.
He said Doc is bullying people.
Well,
Doc
the
Doc is
question
a
is,
menace.
what are the people in the high positions from the owners down the what do you think when you're watching is my question. What do you guys see as owners and as a general manager? We all see all these things. What are you guys looking at and how long are you going to accept this? And at least show your fans some respect and say, you know what, we're going to pull the trigger and do this. We're going to pull the trigger and do that. We can't act like we don't see what's going on because that's what's going on right now. You're slapping us in the face saying, we're all right. I mean, that's what it sounds like. No one says anything,
True.
and you're right, Bishak. They need to go to the ownership and they go to John Horst as well and say, hey, how long do the fans have to put up with this? They're paying for tickets and going to the games and watching it on TV and paying for I pay paid TV to watch these games.
Right.
For what? To see this? I'm paying my money to watch this?
Get
Please. I want a
And
refund.
see, I hated that Giannis came out the other day and talked about um I don't want to leave Milwaukee. See, I hated that because in a small way, he was relieving the pressure off of them.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
If he should just said nothing, he should just let it ride. I don't like all this other stuff he be talking about. Just don't say nothing
Right.
because
Right.
they need all the pressure on them right now. You gonna put on them.
Right. Yep.
I agree. Bleacher, on you, bro. What you think about today's game? What's good, bro?
bro. With, I'm still, I, sorry, Misha. I'm still still upset about the Packer game, man. I'm still. So I'm already charged already. I've been charged for the last couple of days. Now this beat down.
Right.
Oh my god! 75-45 at halftime, man. That was oh my goodness, that was just. And how much we gonna take, man? Wisconsin sports. Yeah, nobody really care about basketball right now with the NCAA right now. It's not even March yet. Nobody care about that right now. It's just and then baseball, the Bucks. It just a body right now that I don't know how much longer they're gonna wait. Well, how long are you gonna wait for a team that is supposed to even compete one game.
I agree with what Kale said. The more I think about it, maybe it's not visible to the organization, but I felt like Doc has lost his team, like Kale was saying, and I agree with that because they don't even play hard. They show no intensity on either end. At least most selfish people want to play hard on offense so they can score because that's what's fun to do, and be lazy on defense. How you lazy on defense and offense? We're lazy. We don't play with any heart. We don't dive for loose balls or do none of that. If it takes too much energy for us to go for a rebound, they can get it. Y'all go ahead.
So we got San Antonio next in
Correct.
San Antonio.
Correct.
We're going to get the brakes beat off of us.
Yes.
No,
yes.
They'll probably rest their players. They might rest their players against us.
And still beat us down.
But maybe today was enough. That's 2 very suspect losses in a row against well undermanned teams. Maybe today is enough. This is really bad today. They actually booed in the arena. I don't remember the last time there was boos in the arena. I will say that's the first time. Even Giannis reacted because he ain't never heard it before.
Well, it wasn't. I didn't hear it on. I didn't hear it on my television. I don't think it was that loud.
No, it was there. Trust me, it was there.
It was there.
It was there. Trust me, it was there. Because even Giannis turned around and reacted. He booed back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the scoreboard.
I don't
he was agitated that the fans was agitated.
Well, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to be quiet? Cheer on every time you
because in his head he's playing hard though. He is playing hard.
That's not
but you don't dog you don't do that though.
But Giannis should know. Giannis should know that is not directed at him.
Right.
When there's some boos coming down there, those fans aren't booing him. Ain't no way. They're booing the organization. They're booing how the team played as a team, and they're booing their coaching staff.
They got every right to. They got every right to. And Giannis, the response after the game is, you know something, we probably deserved it.
I don't know how
but don't show hostility toward the fans for their boom.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. But I know he's frustrated too because he wants to win and he's playing and doing his part. And barely no one around you is consistent. That's a big problem with this team. As much as I love KPJ, I love Ryan Rollins. They're complementary players. They haven't shown me their stars yet. And Giannis needs to be with another star that is consistent. We need somebody else that can get 20 consistently, not every 3 to 4 games. It need to be 4 out of 5. They can do it. We need that consistent scoring help. That's why we're also not as good. Ryan Rollins ain't been consistent the last couple games. KPJ ain't been consistent scoring the last couple games. Kuzma did nothing today. I mean,
but Amara, if you don't have sets and good plays that you're running, you can be a really good player and still not get shots and score. It's not no guarantee that we bring in somebody because we don't run proper sets to get guys open looks. We don't have the proper movement off the ball. We don't set proper screens. We're so disorganized. They'll just stand around. They'll come down, just stand and look at each other. One guy has the ball, and everybody just looks. What kind of offense is that? This guy is such a bad coach. Words can't even describe it.
And everybody describe it. And you know what really bothers me though about this? It seemed like nobody's got the cojones to get Giannis to say, okay, we're gonna do a set here. You're not gonna just have everybody stand around. It's like Doc's just a goody two-shoe guy that don't want to, go over the mold because everybody's scared to tell Giannis, like, look, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And then when Giannis finally does it, it works, but then it just go right back to the same thing over and over again. Giannis is blame to go around, but at the same time, Doc needs to go because he's not that guy. You think like I said before, if it was like any other coach that had the cojones to tell Giannis, I want you to do this and do this. Well, he's like, I did this. No, I don't care.
I think Giannis would be receptive. I just think that Doc don't have a plan. I think that's the big that's the elephant in the room. He doesn't have a plan.
But here's my big concern: is Ryan and KPJ going backwards? You have to watch out for this. They're young players, and if they lose their confidence and they start backtracking, that's major to this organization. we should be building on their future. They're in their mid-20s, early 20s, and their game is digressing. When I watch them play, they're digressing. They've got moments where they do okay, but as a whole, if you look at the whole 4 quarters, they're not progressing because we're so freaking disorganized. That's hurting those guys, and that's why you got to get rid of this coach. We can't let these guys go backwards. It's ridiculous.
I agree. No, go ahead.
B-Shack, I got you. I think you said something about damn it, I got it in my head. The reason why the players been like really tight because that I was like listening. I was like reading something earlier today, just randomly about the Bucks, and they were saying that I think Porter said that the players were feeling like they had to on eggshells if they lose games. That felt so tight, and then that's when Giannis said what he said about I'm never leaving the Bucks, blah blah blah, to try to ease the players.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand.
Right now, what I heard was they was feeling tight because they feel like every time they lose a game, Giannis will probably want to get speculated to want to leave, and then they get questioned all the time about Giannis wanting to get traded or Shams keep coming out.
Hold on, let me just stop you for a minute. You just told me grown men that bleed like I bleed are telling you that you hear that they get tight when they lose. Do you know how angry I am hearing that statement?
Yeah.
Right.
Man, if this was yo. Hey, BAN, that's BAN activity. That's BAN activity. You understand the initials. I'm not going to get into it. It's BAN activity. And that's exactly why we need to get a lot of these players off the team. You getting millions of dollars and you telling me you scared when you... How about don't lose? How about play hard? How about do your job? BAN, how about do your job? Unbelievable. And I believe they said that. I believe we couldn't play well. We thought he was going to leave us. He wouldn't go put the blanket on us to keep us warm and cozy at night. BAN activity. All of it is BAN activity. 80% of this team is BANs. Getting out there, not showing no intensity, but always want to celebrate after threes. How about celebrate after a block? How about celebrating after you get an offensive rebound? How about some of that? All of this extra, man, listen, I can't even believe they said, I'll lose respect for you as a man saying something like that. We all got nervous because we lost. We thought daddy was going to leave us. And then what? How are we going to get paid? How are we going to feed our family? Because we really trash and he make us look good. How about stop being trash? How about stop being trash?
Hey, B-Shack, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about KPJ? And I love the new way he is calmer and under control. But have we took the edge too much off of him? Because I almost miss that little bit more of that street edge he used to have in him. And it seemed like he doesn't have that no more, which, I mean, that's good and bad, but I suppose. But it seemed like he don't have that edge. There's been guys that fouled him and hit him, and where I know 2 years ago, he would have been reacting.
Mm-hmm.
And now he just goes along with it, which is great. But I'm just curious what you think about that. Should he be more edgy still? And is that affecting his play? That we just calmed him down too much?
I think that affects his play. I think affects his play is he's got to make sure Giannis eats. I think trying to make sure that balance. But see, that I think he's trying really hard to show that he's a changed person.
Right.
And part of the problem with that is, part of it is, I said it before, John Horst and the Milwaukee Bucks have pretty much made it known they just want like good guys, good squeaky clean guys on their team.
Right.
And I think at this point, where they're right now, that cannot be the priority. You need guys that can play, do whatever you got to do to play at your best. And I do think that's probably affecting him. That's like telling Bobby, don't play without emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I think that's didn't see it from that angle. But I think that is a possibility, man. If you take the edge off a player who thrives off of that,
Because I think that also pumps up his teammates. You know, when you get a little bit of that going on sometime.
Right.
You know,
yeah,
that makes
yeah.
Ryan push Ryan a little bit more to be a little more tougher. Because sometimes we just need toughness on plays, and we don't have that on certain plays.
We're
We just
lackadaisical. We're not physical, and we're soft. We too cool for school. We don't want to get
yeah,
our hands dirty. We
and
want
it
to
goes
put
back to what
gloves
BJ
on
just
before
said.
doing anything. We need to
That,
get our
that
hands dirty, and
I
that's
don't
a
need
part of the
nice
problem.
guys.
Yeah, we need a
I need
couple of.
winners.
We don't have
I need
who's tough on
winners.
our team. Who's tough
Right.
besides
Right.
Giannis? Who's tough?
This
Bobby
is
ain't
not
tough,
seeing church basketball, man.
man.
I don't mind some edge. I don't mind some toughness on a guy. We need some of that, and we're taking it away from these guys because they need that edge. Even
Don't you
Agreed.
Ryan.
think? Don't you think we look like a soft team? I think the other teams they perceive us as sweet. I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
that right off the bat. Other teams
Yep.
perceive the Bucks as sweet, and you're gonna see throughout this season, teams are going to be using us as load management games, resting their stars because they still feel they compete against this team, even without their stars, and it's showing that
Yep.
it can be done. Watch what I'm telling y'all. Watch what I'm telling y'all. Bookmark that.
You know
But
what? It wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me when FD was benched tonight. I'm like, wait a minute! I just watched him play last night or so. He was fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
pay
man,
attention. Yeah, pay attention.
like I was watching. I'm like, Gobert and them both played. I'm like, oh, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they played great and they won the game. I'm like, all right. I hear about no injuries. I hear about nothing happening. All of a sudden, load man, we're resting them. I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't they play? I'm thinking like something happened to them. Nope, that was fine.
We're a bottom
well,
feeder till further notice. Go ahead, B Shaq. Then we go, Mr. Cool.
listen, I think another part of the problem is this. I think I like
Appreciate you, Jay
coaches.
James.
I like. This is where I like the people like JJ Redick and Jason Kidd and my man down here in Miami. These type of coaches.
Spolstra. Yeah.
Spoelstra. When you don't play good, or when you are screwing up, you sit on the bench.
Right.
You
Right.
bring somebody else in. Right now, there's no fear of losing minutes. There's no consequences for
Right.
blowing assignments. Uh, there was an interesting comment made tonight by the Bucks play-by-play announcer, and she said there was a timeout, and she was like, with the way they're playing, the no substitutions. She couldn't believe there was no substitutions after the timeout. Guys, listen, there are times Bobby needs to come sit on the bench and send somebody else in there. Or AJ Green, if you can't, come sit down for a while. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe one game you have to get DMP. Right now, there's no consequences for bad play. You just can play bad and still play the
Mm.
same minutes you always play. I gotta bring one thing up. There's a Bush League play that the Bucks did during. First of all, that I got a lot to say about the garbage time minutes. We saw some terrible things out there during garbage time. But when Ajax dunked that monster dunk, and then but the Nationals came over and did a chest bump with him and a high five and woofing, and you were losing by 40,
It's crazy.
they should have got yanked right there.
It's
What are
embarrassing.
you laughing and smiling about? Losing. That told me how bad the culture is right now. You don't
Yeah.
celebrate
Man,
nothing when you're losing like that.
my head coach.
Ajax wouldn't even look at the rim in garbage time.
Mm-hmm.
He was throwing crazy hooks. He was throwing no look passes for me and throwing it out of bounds. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get thrown off the team? Maybe he is. Ajax needs to be waived or something.
Look at that, another
The way
draft
he
pick.
played, the way he played in garbage time, he did not look like an NBA player. He looked totally undisciplined. And the only one that looked good in garbage time was not Amir Coffee, but Pete
Coffee was out,
Nance.
and Coffee and
Well,
Nance.
Coffee didn't look bad. Coffee had
Mm,
10 points in
yeah.
9 minutes. But why aren't Pete Nance? Why isn't Pete Nance getting more time? Why isn't Coffee getting more time to see if he can, do a little better on defense than someone like AJ Green every once in a while?
Right.
We have When you're this bad, no one deserves to play all the minutes anymore, except for maybe Giannis.
That's a
You
great
gotta
point.
let other guys get an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, man. We playing bad. Ain't no one getting hurt now.
Man.
Ain't no one getting hurt. The time you don't want anyone to get really injured, but the time you kind of want someone to turn their ankle so someone else can get an opportunity, ain't no one getting hurt now. Everyone's healthy and playing bad. Everybody.
Mm.
This is a lot to unfold, and then we got another good team playing the Spurs coming up. Like, this is a lot, and I just don't understand with the organization. Hey, y'all got to put on some pants and take off the skirt and do what need to be done. Like,
I,
it's too
I,
obvious now. It's like, what else do you need to see?
I don't.
Everything's there in 8K. What do you need to see? This man doesn't know what he's doing. Players are just doing whatever. Like I said, this is just like a team of people hooping. There's nothing to it. There's just a team of people playing a sport together. That are professionals. That's it. It's like a pickup game with professionals. What's the difference? You know how to run
Now,
some simple plays with your friends. Hey, y'all, let's run that play we used to run back behind, all that. And that's what they doing.
and I hear all the analysis about, okay, you can't, we don't want Morant because he don't space the floor, or we don't want my man with the Kings to come here
Levine.
because Levine's have been on a good team. Bump all that. Right now, it to me is not about the
Facts,
style
Spanish
of
Academy.
play. It's not about all of that. Right now, it's about getting some ballers in there that gonna play hard, who's not scared. I'm sorry. Right now, all that, like, make sure even fits around Giannis, who may not even be here no more after a while. Right now, I just want guys that
I
want to
want to play.
play, that know how to play, that not
Mm-hmm.
scared to
That
play.
fire that want to win. Like, when you win a championship, you don't feel like, oh, this is it. No, you want to win another one and another one and another one, so somebody comes in the throne try to take it from you. That's what kind of energy I want. I want
You will
three.
not see that energy. You will not see that energy with this coach. This team is
You're
on cruise control. Yeah, this team is
not
on
gonna get.
cruise control. Sadly,
You're not gonna get with
sadly.
Doc.
I just don't want to make any trade while he's here. I just
Yeah,
don't.
you're ruined.
I just
Like,
don't think. Yeah.
what is he going? What is it going to help? I saw shout out to Scales and my boy Gibson Nicholas talking about player development. That's another thing that has to be corrected at some point. Look
It's
at
like
that. We got rid of Chris Livingston. He was supposed to be somebody highest paid second round draft pick. Tyler Smith was supposed to have high upside. He got cut. Beauchamp was supposed to be something. He got cut. DiVincenzo. The list goes on and on of wasted draft picks. That's why I just want to spin the block real quick and say, if you look at our draft history, why would you trade Giannis for draft picks? You got to ride it out. There's no logic to it because we're not going to do anything
Yeah.
with the draft picks besides damage our organization further.
The worst drafter I ever seen.
Right.
Even worse
Right.
than Goody for the Packers. He's worse than that. Like, I
Yeah.
don't
Mm.
trust. I don't trust. I don't trust Forrest with my taxes. That's how bad he is.
Hey, it's just ridiculous. Go ahead, B Shaq.
Yeah, did y'all know that Kyle Kuzma went on the Jennifer Hudson show?
I know. I know. I see. We see.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know his girlfriend was even his wife was even on there? It was him solo.
Why he
And
was
then I
on there?
said to my wife, the Jennifer Hudson show, because they haven't been in New York. Her show must be in LA, must be in California, because that's the only time we would have had time to
Right.
tape it when they were in LA. And I'm like, as bad as y'all are playing,
You going on TV
your
show?
mind is on going on the Jennifer Hudson show.
Right.
Right now, they should the front office say, no one ain't doing no
Thank you.
shows. Y'all don't need to be booking nothing like that.
Right.
Right now, it's team priority. But the Bucks are a mess right now. So dudes
Which
still, you know, getting out trying to get their shine on, trying to sell their products, coming out here acting like everything is all, everything's great. I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Kuzma, not Giannis,
Right.
Kyle Kuzma
It
is on
says
the
a lot.
Jennifer Hudson show.
That's what I'm saying. There's no culture or discipline. I'm gonna tell you right now that wouldn't help happen on no Eric Spoelstra stream
Hell no.
or team sorry or Spoelstra. That would have never. They would have never thought about doing nothing like that, even trying it.
Well, you know,
Doc
you
is a
guys said something
pushover.
earlier, and I agree with what you guys are saying about accountability, Amber, about the players being accountable. But here's what happened with Sacramento Kings. When we played them that night, I guess Monk was in the doghouse with the coach, and he got a
Right.
DNP for like 3 straight games. What happened when he came out against the Lakers the other night? He put up 29 points in his first game back. Now, that guy is too talented to be getting DNP, so I don't know what argument he had with the head coach. But at least the head coach held him accountable.
Great
We
if he
talk
did.
about taking guys out for a play. He set him out on the bench for 3 games and didn't play him. We have no accountability like that. None. And I love that guy, by the way. There's
Right.
one guy I would love to have on our roster is Monk. Because you know what? He will compete. He does be check what you just said. I'm going to go out and compete and play hard night in, night out, playing and play after play. So, but I still don't want him playing for Doc because I think there's a cancer now spreading with this team. And you don't want to infect bringing in new guys with this cancer. You get
Exactly.
rid of the source. The source of the
Exactly.
cancer.
Exactly. Exactly.
What do y'all think would have happened, or what would happen if Kobe was on this team?
Oh, it'll be.
Oh, heads would be rolling. He'd be out in the media telling people, "I want so and so gone." Kobe would just say, "Hey, you know what? Dude is weak." Right? Hey, yo, dude is weak. Get him off of here. Get him out of here. Coach weak. Get
See,
him out of here.
I think you need some of that right now, and that's not even in Giannis.
No. Mm-mm.
It's not in him. Um, and I think the Bucks have a lot of assessment to do, man. I think the Bucks. I know everyone loves Giannis, but I think they need a total reset from top to bottom
Mm.
because I think he's become as great as he is. I think in some ways he's become part of the problem. And you got to understand, Giannis's game. It's almost like it's all him or nothing. Point guards don't want to come play with Giannis because
Right.
they don't. What is there left for them? They can't eat with Giannis at all. He wants the ball. He wants the ball, and I don't even know if that's the best way to go about it.
But let me ask
Uh,
you, Bishop,
I
let me ask
just
you
I
this.
just don't know.
Bishop, let me ask you this. See, the problem is you trade. I mean, I wish maybe it'd be a reset, but then the problem is what other players want to play with them if they do trade him because they already know the problem is he's going to be too ball dominant already. With Dame, I mean, I'm still thinking about that. It barely worked before Dame got hurt. It finally got to the point where Dame finally got a little bit, but it had to be compromised and this and this and just it's too much. And now now these players still got to run eggshells because they just standing there waiting for Giannis to do something, but they're trying to make their sets. But see, like every time they try to make a set, Giannis like, give me the ball, go inside. Give me the ball, go inside. Or I'm gonna make him do a little jumper, and it's not going to hit. Like Giannis is never going to get a jump shot. We gotta just face for the fact. I don't care how many times he says he's going to shoot it. he is not ever going to shoot the ball like we think he's going to shoot the ball. He's going to be guy is going to be inside the paint, and that's it. But Giannis sometimes is in his own way. The only person that had him to give him the ball that respect him was Middleton. That was it. That was it. Chris Middleton made sure, okay, you help, I gotta get the ball, and nobody else got that respect from me at night. KBJ, not Rollins. Nobody got that respect from Giannis yet. And it's like, how long? It just, and this just it's too. It's gonna be too many years. He's already 30. Gonna be 31. It's just, it's bad right now. It's bad. We don't know if we'll have a first round pick next year. We don't know
Yeah.
what's the future, and it just
This franchise is in limbo.
It takes the right kind of point guard to play with Giannis. And I think Drew Holiday, believe it or not, was that guy because he knew how to facilitate around how Giannis played. He knew how to he'd go to a hole that was on the team defensively or wherever he had to be. And so he could fit his game around Giannis and Middleton. That really worked well together, how they learned to play together, the three of them. But that is not easy. A lot of point guards have said that it's hard to play with Giannis, and so it's understandable because he is ball dominant. And some of that comes from trust on his part, that he don't always trust the guys that are out there, that they can make the plays. And I don't know if he knows how to build up teammates like that in that sense. Because really, Middleton kind of grew up with him. And then Drew was already an all-star when he came here. So, and he just understood that what his role was going to be and accepted it and did it. Because Drew's just a good person like that. He's going to play hard and accept whatever he has to do. But a lot of these point guards do want to get their shine a little bit too. So I don't know whether that's just Giannis don't understand that or that's just how he plays, and they have to just learn to fit with him, which is not easy. It's not easy with his style. So
Well, I think someone said that Drew wasn't a true point guard. Well, Drew was more of a combo guard, but Drew has to. But his
IQ.
mentality is such that he could play the point guard position when he makes up his mind to, because he's not trying to get off. He's not trying to. He's gonna. And one thing I miss about Drew is Drew could go down and post the post and score on anybody.
right.
He
He
had
just
that
knew how to
Sam
play.
Cassell, game. Yeah.
Yeah. And but like they said, Drew Holiday's not coming through that door. Prime Middleton's not coming through that door. Ray Allen's not coming through that door. Big Dog ain't coming through that. The Bucks are old ain't coming through that door. This is the Laurel and Hardy, Keystone Cop, Abbott and Costello, Milwaukee Bucks. That's what this is. This is the Bucks with Benny Hill music playing in the background.
Yo, a Benny Hill reference.
That's what this is, man. That's what this
Sad
is,
but
man.
true. Sad but true.
It's sad, man. It's sad to see the demise, the death of a franchise.
Right.
Let's just hope, man, that Horse does something. And I think that first something
it's
to
fired up.
salvage some dignity, you have to let Doc go.
Right.
What does a man have to do to get fired? Talk good?
Right.
Talk good? Because he talks good? He keeps his job?
We're talking firing before than firing Doc in Wisconsin. That's how bad it is right now. We're talking about firing before. And he's been in the playoffs 3 straight years, even though we have our issues with him. But at least he was in the playoffs. This man don't look like he's in the playoffs at all, doing nothing. It's bad.
Someone needs to check Doc's offense, check his drawers, check his pockets for magic pixie dust. He must be sprinkling around there, man. He must got old squirrel foot in his back pocket or something, man.
Hey,
Because he's putting a spell on folks around there, man. Because he should be out of here, man.
I agree.
He really should.
because
I
he's the
agree.
best BSer in the game. He will talk to the owners or the general manager or whoever he has to talk to and make it seem like, this is what the issue is and we're going to address that. We'll be better next time. He will come up with some BS type of response. And he does it in a way because he's got that charisma that people buy into it. He's got credibility for his long time NBA standings. And so the media, as you say, they're soft. They just go along with it. They
Mm-hmm.
don't question him like they should. And we as fans, here's what we messed up. The national media already knew we were terrible. They came at the Bucks at the start of the season, and they were pounding the Bucks and Giannis should leave. And we all, the Bucks fans, myself included, defended our team, defended that Giannis should stay. And everybody was getting offended by what the national media was saying because our local media wasn't saying that. And so we were basically in denial. We as fans were in kind of a denial about where our team really was. When the national media was shining the spotlight that, hey, Bucks are not that good. Giannis needs to get the heck up out of there. And we took offense. I know I did when every time they did that. But now they've been proven to be right. That this is a disaster and a mess. Why would a player of his stature want to be here in this mess? Why?
I
With no
agree.
way out. What's the way out? It's not signing some one guy and bringing in John Morant. That's not going to solve this. It's not bringing in Zach LaVine that's going to fix this. There's no silver bullet to this. This is a bona fide mess at the highest level, from top all the way down. And I don't know
Like a
where it
old
ends.
boss told me, this has officially reached fiasco status.
Yep.
Let's get
Yep.
last words. Let's start with you. Damn, B Shack looks so damn. It's hard. This is hard. This is hard. Let's start with you, B Shack. It's on you, B Shack.
I'm here trying to find some sort of connection. I was trying to see if John Horst grew up in Boston or idolizing Doc Rivers or something. I was, but here's what I do know: Horst is from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He probably grew up a Detroit Pistons fan, and that's probably why he almost left a couple years ago,
Go to Detroit.
Right.
go to
Right.
Detroit. But it's a good thing for them he didn't,
Right.
Right.
because look at
Right.
them now and look at the Bucks.
Right. Right.
Look at
And
Detroit now and look at the Bucks.
but Bishak, real quickly, they didn't make that many player trades or changes with that roster. They just changed their coach. They on the edges they made a couple of changes of veterans they brought in and out, but
Mm-hmm.
no, they didn't bring in no star with the Pistons. They went from the worst team in the NBA to a playoff team and now to the best record in the Eastern Conference in 2 years by just changing their coach.
True.
We
And
can't sit back and
it's
think
the
that,
GM that makes that decision
right,
to bring the
right.
right coaches. And I just think that John Horst, struck gold a couple of times, but in between that made a bunch of terrible decisions.
Mm-hmm.
He gets grace for the once in a while time he strikes gold, but we don't look at all the other mess he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Cutting and stretching, you know, waving, stretching
Right.
folks, stuff that's never been done before. Now look at the mess we're in. We can't even
Mm-hmm.
fill out the roster like we really should. And
Right.
he's got this imbalanced roster he put together of also rans of just YMCA dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just he put together this roster. If it was a real ownership group, they would clean house, man, from top to bottom. But right now, it's we're at the bottom of the barrel, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And there's I don't know where else we go from here. I think there's got to be someone has to take the fall. Someone has to take accountability.
Agreed.
That's
And
right.
Adrian Griffin is
Laughing his ass
somewhere
off.
looking at this, whether he's laughing or whether he's saying, That's karma, whatever he's saying. The way we did him,
both,
and I'm gonna say the way we did him with a winning record,
34-13.
we are getting what we deserve. That might be what's coming back to haunt us in the spiritual realm. That we did a black man. We fired a black man with a winning record in the environment where in sports, men, coaches of color don't get they have short leashes anyway. When they lose, and you fired the man because maybe it didn't look as pretty as you wanted to, but don't we always say the bottom line is winning? We always say that, and we committed a cardinal rule sin, whatever you want to call it. We broke it by doing that man like that. I didn't feel good the day it happened. I don't feel good about. I didn't feel good when we waved Dane. I know all the people made all the sense of it afterwards, but when it happened in the gut of my soul, I was like, man, you just don't do that when someone's injured. Let's just wait and see what the guy's gonna. And I think all this reactive stuff has gotten us to where we are right now.
100%.
And I don't know where we go from here because we play the Spurs and the Hawks next, and both of them gonna cook us.
Yeah, I
Those
don't see
guards
it.
in San Antonio, they come at you
Right.
like a pack of wolves, man.
Right,
Right.
I agree.
And then you got Wimby, who probably gonna try to style on us, man.
And he can't wait to start trusting on Giannis,
Right.
man. He
Oh,
going
he
to
waiting for it.
he
Oh,
waiting
I
for him.
know. I know. On you, Mr. Cool, then we go to Bleacher. Outstanding
we
content, B Shaq. Outstanding commentary. On you, Mr. Cool.
we have an NBA superstar, and we are a lottery team. That's where we are right now. There's no way around it. I don't even know how much better we are. Like I said, of Charlotte, Washington, we're gonna struggle with any of those teams we play. There is no easy game in our schedule. None. Zero zips. We might surprise somebody that takes us for granted, like the Lakers did, and
True.
we snuck up on them and beat them
Barely.
because they just. You're right. So I don't know what the answer is because, like I said, this is something that's got so many, so many things that has to be fixed. The roster, the young players that are not getting developed, the coaching staff that I don't know. Maybe some of them know better, and they're letting Doc run this, and they're not speaking up. I just don't know. I do know that when the Boston Celtics gave Udoka that job, they were struggling at that time, and he finished that season out. They went on a long run when they changed coaches, and they ended up going all the way to the finals and losing to Golden State in 2022. So again, changing coaches can make a difference. Now, whether or not we find the right coach or not, that's a
Different
different
question.
issue. Do we have
Right.
confidence in them doing that? I just don't know. But I'm just too frustrated to keep on talking anymore. I'm done.
All right, Mr. Cool. Hold on. We'll get out of
I'm
here.
done.
Go ahead. It's on you,
I'm
Bleacher, before
done.
we get up out of here. Go ahead,
They
Bleacher.
won't be out.
All this was culminated from thinking about song called "I'm Missing You" by Case, man. Chase. That's all I'm thinking about with that song right there in my head when I think about the Bucks right now. Overall, well, we talk about pride. Does that organization even have pride anymore? Like, do they really care about what we saying? Do they care that the fans are booing you? Do they care that
Right.
you getting a paycheck? We talking about you having fire your belly and playing, and you just worry about, I get paid. Yeah, you get paid to play a game that everybody would love to play for, and you don't care. You just, I mean, Doc is just stealing money right now. But at this point, he's stealing money. He talking about other stuff, and I'm like, I don't care about that. And then when I see Kuzma going on in that TV show, I'm like,
Wow.
seriously, that's the last thing you worry about. That's the last thing I need to see any Bucks player doing right now. talking about my podcast and I'm gonna talk or I'm gonna be on a TV show, not even thinking about trying to win. Like it makes me angry because I am a competitive person. I am competitive. Like no matter what I do, all you guys, I know you guys are competitive. You know, we talk about it. We should be all get paid to talk about sport because we love it so much. But it seems like to me that the Bucks is forgetting that this team almost got this team almost got sold 2017. I'm gonna keep repeating it. They almost got sold, and Herb Cole saved the Bucks and sold the team, and that's gonna keep the team here. And I don't understand why everybody keep thinking that's taken for granted. The Bucks organization is taking that for granted. The fans are not. We know how bad it could have been, how it could have been a long time ago. So I just wish that this organization just take this seriously. And if Doc is done, just get rid of him. I don't know how much losing you need to go to know he ain't the right coach anymore. You fired, and then to your point, B-Shaq, when they fired Griffin, it was because they didn't want to work hard. They didn't want to play hard.
That's the real reason. Now that's the real reason. Appreciate you, Bleacher. That's the real reason. Go ahead, B-Shaq.
I got one last point. I question Giannis' motives right now. I'm gonna tell you why. The other day, Giannis be acting like, well, I don't read the paper, I don't look at the internet, I don't know what anyone else is doing. Giannis knew all the players who were not going to hit 65 games this year. Giannis said he's going to try to make sure he does not play less than 65. It's going to be hard, but he does not want to miss all NBA. He does not want his streak to end. And also, I know Giannis is like the year that there's no Joker and Wemby might be out, and who else is not uh uh there's a couple of guys that were in the MVP running. Giannis probably thought he still had a chance. And so I think Giannis is not all about the Bucks. I think Giannis has some personal achievements he wants to, and so he's gonna do stupid stuff like stay in a game that you down by
points. Yeah, he's doing
35,
what
40
LeBron do.
points.
Stat
I
pad.
hate to say it.
Stat pad.
Yeah, I mean that's what I see right now. I think some selfish stuff is going on right now because he's like, okay, if we're not gonna win or win a playoff game, I'm a playoff series. At least I can achieve some of my personal goals, and that's a dangerous place to be, man. It really is.
You're risking an injury playing like that, trying to get stats at this point on the losing team, and trying to play as hard as he plays. He run the risk of getting hurt.
Yeah, agree.
And just it's not worth it. I understand he wants those awards, and he deserves them. He should be all NBA.
Yeah, 100%.
He's had it for 7 straight years. So I get it. I get why he'd want that. But that's where the coach has to say, Giannis, we're down by 30. We have no chance of winning. You got to sit on down, Dan. Sit on down.
Yeah, drop your flag.
Call Oladipo. Call Oladipo.
Why not? At this point, why not? All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. B-Shaq, we're going to have a better conversation against the Spurs. Y'all watch. All right, Mr. Cool. Right.
I'll see y'all after the game.
All right, Bleacher. All right, bro. All right, let me tap in. All right, y'all. All right, Bleacher. Let me tap in the homie here. Manolando, before we get up out of here, hold up. What up, Manolando? Shout out to Canada in the new look. I see you with the new look. Go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna be out here too much longer, but go ahead and drop some gems for the people, bro.
Yeah, I was just watching it live, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come on and just want to say a couple things. Yeah, man. I feel like this organization is one body. Like, for example, we have a body, right? And there's a spot in your body, if it's sick, the rest of the body is never going to be healthy. That's your heart. The heart of the problem, we got to find the heart of the problem. Everybody's talking about other things like plays, the Doc's running, and Giannis not playing, or he's injured all the time. Those are just part of the problem. there's a heart of the problem, which is the organization at the top. Everyone says it's always Doc, but someone hired Doc. Was he not hired by someone?
Okay, let's go. Get into it.
Right? That same person fired Griffin for having being second in the East. But I think the problem with that organization is culture. There's no culture in the team.
100%.
Even Griffin didn't bring culture to the team. There are players on our team who lack culture, and I'll tell you who they are. One of them we got rid of one of them. That was Brooke. The second one is Bobby. He needs to go. Please. Just
Yeah,
please let go of Bobby.
I
Like,
agree.
there is sometimes schemes that just don't work because Bobby's on the floor. For
A hundred
example,
percent.
defensive schemes
Yes, a hundred
that they're
percent.
running, it doesn't work because Bobby's on the floor. He has a contract. Well, players get minutes based off their contract. Giannis is gonna get minutes, whether he gets 10 million or 100 million. He's gonna get minutes. He's a star. But there's players like Bobby. He's not a star, but he has a contract that is one of the highest contracts on our team. He's gonna get his minutes. It's like you said, there's players out there, they demand the ball like they own
Right.
the play or something. Why am I watching a play for Bobby every single time more than Giannis? How is there more plays for Bobby than Giannis?
I don't know if there are plays or they just give him in a post and let him do what he do.
Is that all he does? That's all you do? We could have got
Right.
Greg Monroe. He could do the same thing.
I saw that.
But
I
I'm saying,
almost laughed. Yeah, that was hilarious.
but
Go
yeah,
ahead.
man, like it's like the heart of the problem has always been Horst, I believe, and I don't think anything's gonna get changed until Horst gets replaced. Like, look at Detroit. They replaced
Coach.
their coaches at automatic number one seed in 2 years. Last year they improved.
A
They
hundred
tripled
percent.
their win. They tripled their win. How is that even possible to triple your win unless you're like all the way at the bottom?
Right. And that's where they were. And that's where they
Exactly.
were.
And
What
it
you
only
think is
took
gonna
two
happen in
years.
the Spurs too? Do you think that's an L? What you think is gonna happen in the Spurs game?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I don't have any confidence in our winning or
We
losing.
gotta take it game
Even if
by
we
game.
win, let me tell you this. Even if we win, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact.
Like,
It doesn't mean
what is that supposed to mean? Oh wow, you beat us by fluke. Congratulations.
right.
Like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. That's how teams look at us. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah, we
crazy.
just need to be consistent. Then I'll
Hmm.
believe. There's no consistency though.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to be like negative or anything, but
It's
you
reality.
gotta
Is
tell the
reality. It's
truth
not
how it is,
negative or
man.
positive. It's just the truth.
Is it the truth? Like some people,
Mm-hmm.
they get hurt when you tell them the truth. I know there's Bucks fans out there, and you would say the truth, and they'd be like, "No, you can't say that about Brooke. You can't say
Mm-hmm.
that about Bobby." Like, come on, bro. You don't see this?
Yeah, no, this is a lot. This is a lot. Well, I got to get up
Yeah.
out of here. Let me get Brandon here. Then we gonna get up out of here. But
And I
appreciate you,
appreciate you, man.
Monolando. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Canada. Like I tell these
Shout
cats,
out,
they don't
bro.
know we global over here, but we gonna teach them. No, Monolando. All right,
Yeah.
bro. Appreciate you.
Take it
All
easy.
right. All right. Let's get Brandon. What up, bro?
Yeah,
Yep. Tough game.
I don't know. When I look at the cool boy, I'm not gonna let that happen. Like, I'm just
Your audio
angry.
sounded crazy, Brandon. Your audio sounded crazy. Check your mic or something. Yeah, your audio sound crazy.
I got game. Game on. That's
Oh,
all.
okay. Yeah, oh, go ahead. Just say your thing, then you get back to it. Go ahead. It's on you.
No problem. I'm getting angry. That's really. I'm still upset about the Packers. Like, I think, I'm thinking, I feel like I'm done with the boys. Till, I don't know. But,
Hey, Brandon. Yeah, this audio is kind of crazy, Brandon. I gotta let you go. Yeah, you gotta get the audio straight. It's like I hear every other word. This is kind of crazy. All right, Brandon. Just tap back in on the next one when you get the audio right.
I
All
don't.
right, Brandon.
audio.
All right, Jeff, you real quick because I got to get up out of here, bro. Go ahead, Jeff.
You gotta get the audio straight. It's like, okay.
Oh, you got me in the line. What's good, Jeff?
I put in the chat.
Okay.
I put in the chat. We went from a champion coach in Bud to a winning coach in Griffin to a coach that's right now 8 games over 500.
Right.
Doc's record is 84-76 with the Bucks. What are we doing?
Facts.
What are we doing? He needs to go. What are they doing? Waiting until he has a losing record?
Yeah, I don't know what else. Like he probably got a black book on somebody. He got a black book. That's all. We're gonna see. We got this game coming against San Antonio, Jeff. So we gonna see. But maybe tomorrow we hear something. Let's see. If we hear them getting fired, we going live tomorrow. So don't worry about it, y'all.
My Spurs are gonna get in the Bucks' butt.
We gonna see. We gonna see, Jeff. But I gotta get up out of here, bro. This is too much for me right now. All right, Jeff. All right, Jeff. All right, Brandon. You trying to get back in? What's good now, bro? You in the kitchen? What you doing? You making some hot cakes? Brandon, kitchen making hot cakes. What you want to say real quick before we get up out of here? Look like your internet's still doing something, but go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. Activated.
Yeah, it's the audio. It's like, are you connected to something else? You still connected to the game, ain't you? Yeah, yeah, you are, bro. I can tell. I got a video game. All right, Brandon, just tap back in the next live, bro. This man tried to pull it. All right, Brandon, look. Your internet pausing because you can't stream and be on the phone at the same time? Come on, man. All right, Brandon. All right, Brandon. Go, bro. All right, go. Brandon. That was crazy. This man. That was crazy. All right, y'all. We play San Antonio's next game. We'll see what happens. I don't even know what to say at this point. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Hit the like button. Go.